American figure skaters, brother and sister ice dancing duo Alex and Maia Shibutani are two-time 2018 Olympic bronze medalists in team figure skating and ice dancing, three-time world medalists, silver in 2016, bronze in 2011 and 2017, 2016 Four Continents champions, two-time US national champions, 2016-2017, winners of 6 titles in figure skating Grand Prix, two-time members of the US Olympic team, in 2014 Winter Olympics in Sochi, Russia, and 2018 Winter Olympics in PyeongChang, South Korea. We last met with you 3 years ago.
Okay.
On May 1st, 2016. Yeah,
Maybe
right
first
here.
met. Maybe we
May
first
1st.
met.
It was
Okay.
May 1st,
Okay.
2016.
We
here
trust
in
you
St.
more than we
Paul.
trust ourselves. So, yeah.
Before your performance in this Stars on Ice show.
Yes.
And a lot happened during these 3 years. So what do you consider most important events in your
Probably
life?
my birthday. No,
Let's see, since May, right?
yeah,
so that was
2016. That was right after
Worlds.
Yeah, Worlds in Boston. So
is
we
very
had
special.
another competitive season, Worlds in Helsinki. We had our second national title in Kansas City, and then
Obviously the Olympic Games,
Yes,
right?
the
That
Olympics.
was a highlight for sure.
yeah, competing in the team event and the individual event, and we felt really proud of how we skated, and to win 2 medals was such a huge accomplishment. And then the past year has been very busy for us. We took the year off competitive skating, but we've been traveling a lot and we've been doing a lot of shows, and it's very nice to be back on tour with Stars on Ice.
And what was the cause of your decision not to compete in 2018-2019 season?
General fatigue. No, I mean, honestly, we've been skating together just for a long time and competing since we were 9 and 12, and we've never really taken any time off.
Especially between the first Olympics and the second Olympic Games, we maybe had a week of vacation at a time every year.
And our focus going into the 2018 Winter Olympics was exclusively on those Olympic Games. And so normally we look forward ahead to the next season to think about our programs, and we were trying to make sure that mentally and physically we were completely focused on what was coming up in February of 2018, and so we hadn't put as much thought into the next season. It was sort of all in on the 2018 Olympics, and it was just important for us to take a little bit of time away and also pursue some other projects that we've been hoping to work on for a long time now, but just have never had the time to do because of the competition schedule.
Okay. So you became bronze medalists at 2018 Olympics. Congratulations.
Thank you.
But do you have an ambition to improve your achievement?
Oh, I mean, definitely. I think we're always looking to improve ourselves in every aspect, whether it's on the ice or off the ice. We were very happy with how we skated, and so, the result is not something that we were in control of, obviously, but we were very proud of how we performed at the Olympics, given it was our second Olympics. We made a huge jump from 2014 to 2018.
And I think a big reason why we were able to make that huge result jump is because personally, we're always looking to improve in every aspect, so...
And who do you consider most outstanding ice dancers in the history of ice dancing?
That's a long history.
That's a big question.
It's a loaded question.
Yeah.
Well, we've looked up to a lot of teams throughout our career, and when we started skating together, we, obviously looked up to teams in the U.S. because we went to the 2003 World Championships in Washington, D.C. But, we've been fortunate to meet a lot of our mentors in this sport throughout our career. And so I wouldn't want to say, the greatest or the best because, I just wouldn't want to make anyone feel bad or left out. But we are very fortunate to be a part of, a great sort of history and tradition that is growing now in U.S. ice dance, and very fortunate to have met skaters not just in ice dance, but skaters like Michelle Kwan and Christy Yamaguchi and Brian Boitano and Scott Hamilton, who, even though they weren't ice dancers, really influenced our career.
We've gotten to the point where mentors have become friends, and then when we're performing around the world with these various skaters that we've respected for such a long time, it's really special.
But I like our skating the most, I think, because I know our skating the best. Yeah.
Okay. And whom do you consider the main rivals at the national and international level now, at present?
Well, I think we've always really challenged ourselves to make ourselves even better because there's never been a team like us before. We've been very unique in the history of ice dance. There's never been a team of Asian descent that has been as competitive as we have, and it has been many years since there was last a sibling team. And so, given those things, our material and our programs have always been different from our competitors. And so, it's not like we're ever showing up to a competition with a similar program or a similar approach and creativity to anyone else. And so, we really do measure ourselves against ourselves, and obviously there have been great battles and competitions over the past 4 to 6 years with our American teammates. Madison Chalk and Evan Bates and Madison and Zach were here doing the tour with us, and it's really great to have rivals in the U.S. that push you to improve and skate your best. And then internationally, we've been training with Tessa and Scott since we were kids, and Meryl and Charlie as well, and so them and obviously Gabrielle and Guillaume are great teams, and so it's been really exciting to compete with them in this particular time in figure skating
and
history.
I think what's really telling is that Alex just mentioned a lot of different skaters and teams, and it's just been a great time for figure skating like you were saying, but really for us, we have to embrace what makes us unique and focus on that, because even like we were saying earlier with the Olympic Games, all you can do is focus on what you're able to bring to the performance and really share with people, and that's all that's in your control.
And it's about respecting all the other teams, but realizing that everyone is different, and so all that you can do is focus on yourself and give your best performance. And I think the teams that do the best are the ones that do purely really focus on their own improvement and not really worry about the things that they can't control. And those are the other teams, what the other teams are doing, and how people perceive the skating of those teams.
Do you think you have your own style with which other styles can't be compared?
I don't think that you can really compare any of the styles truthfully. It's a competitive discipline, and so there is comparison because everyone has their own personal preferences when they're watching art or a skating performance. But for us, I think we're completely unique because of who we are.
I agree. So what are you planning to do after you finish sports career? Is there any chance to see you as sports coaches, journalists, or sportscasters?
I think that anything is on the table, everything is on the table. I think that we've been exposed to a lot of great opportunities over the past 4 years of our career, and we know that we're very passionate about whatever we put our mind to, and so any of those options are possible, but there are also a whole other list of things that I don't have the time to get into, but we could definitely pursue down the line.
And what is your typical day and training schedule like now that you decided not to participate in 2018-2019 season?
So last year we were traveling a lot. We had the opportunity to perform in shows in Japan, and we also went to China. Separate from that, we went to Singapore. We did the 22-city U.S. tour, so really no single day is the same as the next, but we really thrived off of all the different opportunities we were exposed to, and I feel like we grew a lot.
Yeah, it has been different from sort of our traditional, typical schedule of going to the rink every morning at a very specific time and then being there pretty much all day, but we have really pushed ourselves on and off the ice, and we've improved a lot. I think we have 2 new programs for this year's tour on Stars on Ice, and we created a separate program for Japan Open and Carnival on Ice last year, and so there have been numerous performance experiences and performance opportunities for us, and it's been nice actually to not be at the rink for as many hours, because at a certain point that does really wear on your body, and so we feel really healthy and rejuvenated and feel good.
Okay, in the process of multi-year work with your coach, Marina Zueva, did you always agree with her instruction? Or did you have a chance to have your own opinion and to stand for it?
I think something that's so special about our relationship with Marina is that there really truly is that conversation. She's known us for such a long time, and she's always been such an amazing leader. She's so experienced, and her results really speak for themselves. But the fact that it became a collaborative process is really what allowed us to have such great results.
Yeah, there's a reason why she's a legend in our sport and such an icon. She had never worked. We had talked very openly with her, pretty much from the beginning of our work with her, that she had never worked with a team like us, and so we were an interesting and exciting project and challenge for her. And we've grown very, very close over the years, and we've shared so many experiences and this sort of path from 2014 to 2018, and really climbing the ranks and getting the results that we did was so fulfilling for all of us. But she realized that it was a really group effort, and we were encouraged by her to push ourselves and really explore. And we taught each other, I think, a lot of different things over the course of the past 3 years in particular.
In what projects did you participate when you quitted this current season? So you mentioned that you wanted to participate in other projects. What are they?
Some of them.
Really a variety of things.
Yeah.
I think maybe the easiest way that you can catch up on what we're up to is, I don't know.
Our YouTube channel.
YouTube channel.
We try to keep everyone posted with what we're working on. There have been some nice opportunities for us to be ambassadors for sport around the world. So we, spoke to students in Tokyo, and we did some work in Korea before the games and after the games, and then Singapore. And so we've been traveling a lot, and we've been speaking to a lot of youth about our experiences, and that's been really exciting. We've been spending time in the fashion world, and so we've been going to fashion weeks and fashion shows a lot and meeting designers, and that's obviously a huge part of figure skating, and so it's been really nice to learn more about that part.
Different creative stuff.
And did you ever demonstrate any fashions, like models on the podium?
Yeah, we did. We walked in a fashion show last September before we took a flight to Shanghai for Stars on Ice. So we've been very busy, and there are a couple projects that we're working on right now that we're going to be announcing at some point soon, but can't unfortunately say anything today.
So you participated in Olympic Games in Sochi in 2014 and in Korea in 2018. Was there any difference? What impressed you most? And which Olympic Games were most impressive, and with what?
That's
If
a
you
tough
compare.
question. I think that they're both very different, and we were at very different points in our lives and very different points in our careers. The first Olympic Games was always very special and unique because you've never experienced anything like that in your life, and it's something that we had been looking toward achieving and accomplishing since we were kids. Sochi was amazing, and we walked in the opening ceremony, and we really learned a lot of things that took us into the next phase of our career. And anytime you have the opportunity to be a part of something that's much bigger than yourself, and even figure skating is really special. In 2018, obviously, we had the amazing results and the performances that we were truly proud of. So both were great and special in their own way.
What titles in ice dancing do you want to win to be able to tell yourself, now I can leave this sport, I'm
I really
satisfied?
think that it can't ever be about the titles, no matter what. I mean, because you put in so much effort and work into the performances, and it should be about that self-fulfillment. So I don't think that we could ever say this is what needs to happen or not, because like we mentioned earlier, there's really no guarantee, but that's what makes the sport so exciting.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you have to be satisfied with the work that you do to prepare for the performance and hope that you can connect with the audience and the people that are watching around the world, and that's your legacy. And I don't think that leaving the sport is ever really going to be an option for us. We're always going to be involved in the Olympics, we're always going to be involved in figure skating and ice dance. Our experiences in sport have given us so much, and we want to continue to be able to give back, so we'll never leave.
Good. And how do you motivate yourself to overcome difficult situations in life and sport?
I think that each situation is different, but we've been so lucky and fortunate that we've been able to rely on each other. We've also had a lot of great guidance over the years, but really doing our best to keep perspective. Sure, there are challenging times, but really realizing that out there are lots of people facing challenges, but it's about how you choose to act and overcome and learn from various things.
Yeah, challenges that are much more significant and, challenging and serious than the ones that we go through, and we're very fortunate with our circumstance to be able to do something that we love, and something that brings people joy, and despite how hard it can be, we have great family members and great mentors and friends, and we have each other in this amazing partnership and friendship that we have that has really allowed us to accomplish as much as we have.
So I think being grateful.
Yeah,
right?
being grateful.
Who are your idols?
Idols. Man. Again, I don't want to single anyone out.
I think that we admire people who have a great sense of self, while also keeping in perspective the positive impact that they can have.
Yeah, people who have accomplished a lot in whatever field that they're in, but still have the humility and the gratitude and the presence of mind to be humble and give back to the people that are coming up in the next generation. Those are the people that we respect the most.
Hey, thank you for